Percy crept to the edge of the crater. He peered back the way they'd come. I don't see anything. That doesn't mean much. Bob, which giants are we talking about? Which titans? Bob grunted.
Not sure of names. 6, maybe 7. I can sense them.
6 or 7? Annabeth wasn't sure her barbecue would stay down. And can they sense you?
Don't know,
Bob smiled.
Bob is different, but they can smell demigods, yes. 2 smell very strong. Good strong, like buttery bread.
Buttery bread, Annabeth said. Oh, that's great. Percy climbed back to the altar. Is it possible to kill a giant in Tartarus? I mean, since we don't have a god to help us? He looked at Annabeth as if she actually had an answer. Percy, I don't know. Traveling in Tartarus, fighting monsters here, it's never been done before. Maybe Bob could help us kill a giant. Maybe a titan could count as a god. I just don't know. Yeah, Percy said. Okay. She could see the worry in his eyes. For years he depended on her for answers. Now, when he needed her the most, she couldn't help. She hated being so clueless, but nothing she'd ever learned at camp had prepared her for Tartarus. There was only one thing she was sure of. They had to keep moving. They couldn't be caught by 6 or 7 hostile immortals. She stood, still disoriented from her nightmares. Bob started cleaning up, collecting their trash in a little pile, using his squirt bottle to wipe off the altar. Where to now? Annabeth asked. Percy pointed at the stormy wall of darkness. Bob says that way. Apparently the doors of death. You told him? Annabeth didn't mean to come out so harsh, but Percy winced. While you were asleep, he admitted. Yeah, Annabeth. Bob can help. We need a guide.
Bob helps,
Bob agreed.
Into the Darklands, the doors of death. Walking straight to them would be bad. Too many monsters gathered there. Even Bob could not sweep that many. They would kill Percy and Annabeth in about 2 seconds.
The Titan frowned.
I think seconds. Time is hard in Tartarus.
Right, Annabeth grumbled. So is there another way?
Hiding,
said Bob.
The death mist could hide you.
Oh, Annabeth suddenly felt very small in the shadow of the Titan. What is the death mist?
It is dangerous,
Bob said.
But if the lady will give you death mist, it might hide you, if we can avoid night. The lady is very close to night. That is bad.
The lady? Percy repeated.
Yes!
Bob pointed ahead of them into the inky blackness.
We should go.
Percy glanced at Annabeth, obviously hoping for guidance, but she had none. She was thinking about her nightmare. Thalia's tree splintered by lightning. Gaia rising on the hillside, unleashing her monsters on Camp Half-Blood. Okay then, Percy said. I guess we'll see a lady about some death mist? Wait, Annabeth said. Her mind was buzzing. She thought about her dream, about Luke and Thalia. She recalled the stories that Luke had told her about his father, Hermes, the god of travelers, guide to the spirits of the dead, god of communication. She turned back at the altar. Annabeth? Percy sounded concerned. She walked to the pile of trash and picked out a reasonably clean paper napkin. She remembered in her vision Reyna standing in the smoking crevice beneath the ruins of Thalia's pine tree, speaking with the voice of Athena.